I'd like to welcome you all to Personal Finance with Quincy. And today I'm going to show you guys how to pay your debts off faster. And I'm going to show you a live example of using this debt acceleration tool. And I'm actually going to put the link to this tool in the description field of this video so that you can do it for yourself as well. And I'm going to demonstrate a live example of someone that I was able to help with this tool. And you are going to be able to see how I do it. And then you can duplicate these efforts for yourself and share it with your friends as well. In this particular area right here, this is where we're mainly working with. You have a feel for the creditor, feel for the balance of your debt, your minimum payment, how much you actually pay, because sometimes people pay a little bit more on a credit card bill or something of that nature, and also the interest rate. Okay. So let's go ahead and begin by keying in some debts here. Again, this is a live example. One of the ones we had was CB&T, which is a local bank here in town. And this is the last four digits of the account number. And the balance on that account was $896.80. The minimum payment on this one was $20, and the actual payment was $20. So this particular person had a minimum payment of $20, and they made exactly $20 payments on there. And the interest rate on this particular item was 9.24%. Okay. Another loan they had was USAA. I know a lot of people are familiar with that. The minimum balance on this particular one was $90.90. The person was making $15 payments, and the actual payment they made was $15. Interest rate was 10.9. Next debt they had was again another loan, like another loan from CB&T loan, and looks like they had a loan amount of $2,719.72 with a minimum payment of $92.19, and they actually made a payment of $92.19, and the interest rate they're paying was 6.19%. Okay, creditor number 4, it looks like they had another CB&T, and I did get permission from this individual before I place this, before I create this video. Okay, so CB&T line of credit they had was $21,749.01, and their minimum payment was $81.56, and they actually paid $81.56. Interest rate was 4.54. That's a pretty good interest rate. Debt number 5, there's Chase Freedom, which is a credit card. $50, $50.88 was the balance. $25 minimum payment, and $25 actual payment. And then 9.99% was the rate. Then you have Simmons First. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. With this one, balance was $109.46. $20 was the minimum payment. $20 was the actual payment. 7.25%. This one's actually going to be a good example because they have quite a few on here. We don't have too much longer, but there's American Finance, American Financial Resources. Okay, this is actually a mortgage loan, and on mortgage loans, we have to keep in mind that we only want the principal and interest payments. So when you key in the minimum payment, you only want to key in the principal and interest amount. Do not put in there your escrow, which includes your taxes and insurance, because if you do that, it will throw the numbers completely off. So it looks like you'll be paying your debts off faster than what you really are, because taxes and the insurance is not going towards your principal and interest balance. Okay, so make sure when you're doing the mortgage that you only key in the principal and interest amount. 3.875. Okay, I'm just keying medical. Put medical 1 in here. I think they might have a few medical bills. So medical 1, $328.26. $20. So minimum payment, $20 is the actual payment, and the interest rate for this one, of course, 0. Most of the time, medical payment is going to be 0. We have medical 2. And with this one, balance is $270. $35 is the minimum payment, and $35 is actually how much they make on there. And then we have another medical. Medical bills can add up, folks. This one had a balance of $1,599.06. Minimum payment $72.69. They actually make $72.69. Interest rate is 0. Then they have college foundation student loans. Notice everybody's favorite right there, but $14,561.85. $121 is the minimum payment. They actually make $124 on that. Okay, so they pay a little bit extra with a rate of 2.5%. Okay, and then we have Southwest, which is the airline, but it's a credit card. The balance on that one was $1,242.04. Minimum payment is $28. They actually pay $40 on there, and the rate on that is 15.24%. They have scroll down so you guys can see this. They also have a security services. $411.54 is the balance. $20 the minimum payment. They actually pay $40 on there, and 9.75% interest. Okay. Now we have Express. $140 balance. $25. And then we have 24.99. Okay, percent on there. So with this one, Express credit card, the interest rate is pretty high on there. Okay, so that's a total of 14 debts. Again, we keyed in the creditor, the balance, the minimum payment, the actual payment, and the interest rate. Okay, sometimes people pay a little bit more. So next thing we're going to do with this debt tools, we're going to look down here. This particular person said that they can pay an extra $100 per month. Okay, they can pay an extra $100 per month towards their debt to help accelerate it. Some people do a little bit more, some people maybe less, some people they might not be able to do anything at all. But the field is there as an option. Okay, and they also plan on doing a one-time payment during tax time of next March of $1,000. Okay, and that one-time payment they plan on doing that in March of 2016. Right now we're in 2015, so 2016 they're going to be able to make an additional $1,000 from their tax return. All right, and right here there's a debt order. So you can actually set it up to pay your debts off from lowest to highest balance, highest to lowest interest rate, or shortest to longest payoff period. Okay, the way I like to do it, I always like to do it from lowest to highest balance. Hypothetically speaking, the one with the highest lowest interest rate is probably a little bit faster, but you can actually see the results faster with the lowest to highest balance. So it's more of a mental thing. Okay, so lowest to highest balance is what I'm going to select. And let's say interest earned on a new savings. Let's say that somebody's able to find an investment that yields, let's just say 7%. That's being very, I guess that's being moderate. Let's just say 7%. Okay. So I'm gonna scroll back up, and we're doing from paying things off from lowest to highest balance. Basically, what it's going to do is going to take the lowest balance item. It's going to show you by paying that off faster. And once you pay that amount off, then you take that amount that you're paying towards that small debt and you roll that into the next smallest debt, whatever you're paying towards that once you pay it off. Okay, and so it'll be the amount of the smallest debt, whatever you're paying towards that. Now you're applying that to the second smallest debt plus what you're already paying. So basically, you're snowballing. Okay, just give you an idea. So I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to hit submit. When I hit submit, it's going to do its calculations, and it's going to give us a chart. This is what I like. Let's read this explanation results. While keeping your payments level at $1,162, which includes so this is basically a total of all the debts that you have. They're actually paying out $1,162 as it is already. Okay, and total monthly expenditures for all their debts. So, and this includes an extra $100 to their monthly debt service, as well as a one-time payment of $1,000. Okay. So you could reduce your total debt payments, principal and interest, from $234,485 to $176,664, and be out of debt in 12.8 years instead of your current projected 50 years. So, excuse me, if they were to keep on paying the way they're paying right now, it'll take them 50 years to pay off their debt. But if they use this debt method, it'll take them 12.8 years instead of 50 years. Okay. So this represents a reduction of $57,822 and 37.3 years savings. So they're knocking off 37.3 years. So further, once all debts have been paid off, you could invest the same monthly payments amount at 7%. Remember that 7% we keyed in? Let's say you find a vehicle where you're able to return 7%. You're able to accumulate a savings account balance of $2.3 million over that same time period. Folks, there's your retirement, $2.3 million. And you see the difference here. This is amazing. So the current payment plan, again, $1,062 is the normal expenditure. Total debt payments is at $234. Total years 50. That's the current pay plan, what they're doing right now. But once they do the rollover method, excuse me, they're able to pay out $1,162. Remember the extra $100. They knock it down to that $176,000. Years until debt free is 12.8. Savings account after 50 years, it'll be $2.3 million. Folks, that is amazing. That is amazing. This is the difference. And what I like about this, it actually breaks down charts for you, showing your current payment plan, rollover payment plan, so on and such forth. But what I like about this, it actually gives you actually a little pay plan here. And what you can do is print this off. So you print it off, and each time that you make a payment, you highlight it. So it's good to see your progress. Highlight it with a highlighter. Like for instance, once you pay your Chase bill, beginning balance $51, interest payment, you go ahead and make $51 payment and knock that right on off. So in month one, you go ahead and pay off Chase Freedom. You highlight it. Okay, month one, USAA, you go ahead and pay $91. Make a payment of $92. Then you able to highlight that off. You just knocked that off. You just knocked off 2 debts with the first month's payment. Okay. With the Simons first, whatever that one is, beginning balance is $109. You make a payment of $52. It leaves an ending balance of $58. So you look for each one of the month ones, and you go ahead and do that. All right. So once you go through all the month ones, so when month 2 comes, You already cleared that out, so you don't have to worry about no month twos right there. Then you look at Simmons, that's month two. You're able to go ahead and pay that off. Folks, that's done. Excuse me. Then Express, month two, you're able to make a payment of $120. You go ahead and knock that on out. That's done. Express is done. So within the first 2 months, you've already knocked off 1, 2, 3, 4 debts. All right. So when we're going into month three, I'm not gonna do this for every single one. Just want to let you get an idea. Once you get to month three, all right, you start off with medical bill number 2. You make a payment of $159. You just knock that on out. Okay. Same thing with medical number 1. You make a payment of $116. The balance is $288. Leaves an ending balance of $172. Then you go on and so on and such forth. You go down. All right. So it does that all the way until you get to the end. So now you see why I say go ahead and print it out and highlight it as you go through the months, because when you see the progress and you see that sheet highlighted, I mean, it just does something for you. It's almost like going to the gym. You're working out and you see results. It makes you want to go do it even more. Okay. So this is the debt tool. Hope you guys understand how to use it. If you don't, make a comment on a video or anything like that. I may post another video or something just explaining it. But I hope I did it some justice here. But again, I'm going to put this link in the description field of the video. And I hope you guys enjoy this debt elimination tool. And it's free, no cost. I know there's a lot of sites out there that offer debt tools such as this one, but they charge a fee. But this is absolutely free. It doesn't cost anything. Neat little tool. Make sure you share it with your friends. Make sure you also subscribe to the page. I'm sorry. Make sure you subscribe to the page. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, some kind of feedback. But until we meet again, you guys have a great day.